Try out these 3 helpful tips that will make your drumming easier and more enjoyable every day. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. My name is Aaron Chase. I'm a drummer based in Nashville, Tennessee. I do recording, I teach drums, I make YouTube stuff. And today I want to go over 3 helpful tips that have really changed my own playing. And those 3 tips are hand positioning, posture, and breathing. So my 2 main ideas for hand technique are 1, be aware of what your hands are doing. And then 2, that technique should be beneficial instead of getting in your way or tripping you up. Yeah, when I was getting tired in long sets of music, my hands would get lazy. And, it makes sense that our body tries to do something maybe easier, but it can be harmful, if we think we go to a trick where, oh, this will be easier, using all elbow, but then you get tennis elbow and you hurt yourself. Okay, what are my hands doing? Where do they hurt? Do I need to adjust? And what I'd recommend is have a firm but not tight grip about there on the stick with your fingers. And then this actually saved my butt the other day, is I actually grip sometimes even tighter in the back than I do up front. Again, not super tight, but firm, and use a lot of finger in the technique. Whatever your technique is, traditional, matched, French or German, ask yourself, is it beneficial to my sound, to the longevity of my playing? Maybe the issue with your stick is that you drop it all the time. So you need to find a better grip. You need to focus on the fulcrum. All right, let's talk about breathing. So breathing seems to be a common problem across the board for drummers, musicians, singers, whatever. Getting out of breath just talking about it. For drummers specifically, I found breathing becomes an issue when you start going into the fill. You're going around the drums. So when you're on the gig, you can practice this. It doesn't just have to be in the practice room. What I'd recommend first, when you're in the verse section of a song, is you're playing the groove, breathe in for 2 measures, and then out for 2 measures. When you're on the gig, you'll find the right balance of, okay, is this exaggerated breathing or hyperventilating? Don't do that. Maybe it's just in through your nose a little bit. And then the second area of breathing is when you start going for a drum fill. Make note of when you start a fill, okay, am I breathing at all? And am I breathing in or out? I think either works, just being, again, aware and intentional of what you're doing. So let's try doing a fill while breathing. So that time I ended up breathing while I was playing through the fill. Let's try breathing out while we play the fill. Again, I don't think there needs to be like a hard cut rule of I must breathe in when I play a fill, I must breathe out when I play a fill. Just find what's comfortable for you. When I'm more consistent with my breathing patterns and aware of what my body is doing, I've found that my time is better on the drums, that I'm more focused and way less anxious on a gig. So with posture, I want to stress I'm not a chiropractor, I'm not a medical professional, but here are a few tips that have helped me with posture and playing music. Starting with the seat, I think this is the most important part. I found I can use all my leg muscles in a beneficial way if I'm sitting a little bit higher than my knees, so there's a slight slant, this hand is higher than this hand on the knee, working our way down, is that the ankle, it's probably easier to see it on the bass drum foot, the ankle isn't behind the knee. That's a bad habit that I actually kind of hurt my left ankle with. I found that having the ankle in front of the knee has prevented injury and been a little bit easier on my body. I'm so bad at slouching during a set, either with my shoulders or my lower back. However, during a set, once I start to slouch, I've kind of made a mental note of, time to reset. So sit up straight, roll those shoulders back to release some stress, maybe do some neck stretches. And I don't think it's beneficial to think of posture as you have to be rigid and, perfect angles and everything like that. But just like all the other points we're talking about today are you aware of what your body is doing? And is it the most beneficial or helpful way that you could be doing it? So here's the takeaway for this video. Be aware of what your body, your hands, your posture, your breathing are doing. And second, make intentional choices of how can my technique, posture, and breathing better serve me? How do I need to adjust what I'm doing on the drums? So whether you're doing a practice session, doing a gig, recording, let me know what you notice about your posture, your breathing, your hand technique, and send me a message. Let me know how it turned out. All right, thank you so much again for watching, y'all. I really appreciate it. If you're not already, please subscribe, like, comment, whatever you think about this video. I appreciate it.